morning, folks. If you are watching this right now at the time of the release of this video, it is early Sunday morning, and I kind of have to make an observation because it really relates to the Bible study that I'll be teaching this morning, and that is this. It seems as though everybody gets offended about everything nowadays, right? I mean, if you use the wrong pronoun, they're offended. If you actually refer to a color the wrong way, people are offended. You can't say black anymore. You can't say brown. You can't say colored. You have to say something really crazy that is like absolutely insane in order to not offend somebody. And even if you do say it the way they demand for you to say it, you know what? They'll get offended by the fact that you tried to do something else. And then even if they're not offended, they'll still get offended that they didn't get offended because they got offended. Does that make any sense? I hope it doesn't. It kind of sounds like a bunch of psychobabble because it is. But if we crack open the Bible and go to the passage that we are going to get into today, there is a type of offense that all of us want to avoid. It's a type of offense that Jesus talks about in Matthew chapter 18, where it becomes really, really, really easy to do things in your own life that cause an offense towards God. Because if there's one person we don't want to offend, it's God. Because when God takes the time to create us, make all things beautiful, bring to us every wonderful thing that he could possibly bring us, and we choose to respond to him by practically flipping him off through our actions, the reality of it is it brings great offense to him. And oftentimes that offense becomes detrimental to us. Now, it's important that we understand that, yes, God is offended by evil, and he is certainly offended by sin, but the reality of it is he is so hurt by it that he chose to sacrifice his son to die on our behalf, that he would take the cost that comes from the offense of sin. Now, that's a pretty incredible thing, and it is undoubtedly revolutionary because it means me and you, if we accept Christ in our life, which I hope you have, get to take credit for the perfect life that Christ lived, the one that was without any offense at all, in that it was a perfect living of the law of God, because Jesus himself was the living word. He made that declaration in John chapter 1. There's a lot to say about that, but the reality of it is, folks, we need to get to the point where we recognize that in response to what Christ has done for us, anything that we have in our life that is causing us to stumble, to do things that don't please God, we got to get rid of it. We've got to take our walks with God seriously because he stood in the gap for us to take the punishment of the offenses that we have actually committed. And the best, most reasonable thing that we can do in response is to seek to live a life for him that is pleasing and brings joy to him. It's really simple, guys. It's that easy. It is time to glorify the God who gave his life for us, who created us, and did everything that we need to experience all that is in front of us. To God be the glory, you guys. Great things he has done and even greater things he's going to do. Time to look to him. God bless you guys.